Wake up out a dreamer, huh? Grab a lighter, huh? Something I can steam, huh? Bong ripper, huh? Make sure it's cleaner, huh?
What is up, guys? It's your boy Paris, aka goldsniper9, and I'm back with a brand new video for you guys. And yes, as you guys do know, I have not recorded a story time in what has been seeming like 6,000 years. I am not lying to you guys. It's been so long since I've uploaded a story time. I have not put out a story time in what seems to be like 6,000 years, maybe. I'm not gonna lie. It's been quite a bit and it's been a while, and I first off do want to start this video by apologizing to all of you guys who did fall in love with my story times, and then unfortunately I had to stop them. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie and say I had to stop them for a certain reason or some bullshit answer. I just don't know why I stopped them, honestly. You guys seem like you guys did enjoy them, and you guys did seem like you guys liked them, but for some reason I just stopped. I don't know why, not gonna lie. But with that said, my last story time I did ask you guys what you guys wanted to see. I actually gave you guys a choice. I have it up on screen, and as you guys do see, you know, not too many of you guys wanted to see the worst ass whooping of my life, which is understandable. It was very brutal, not gonna lie, but just kidding. But with that said, I'm back with a brand new one, and in my last story time I did ask you guys to vote down in the description down below. I'll probably do that for this one, maybe on my next story time if I decide to do them. But with that said, if you guys do like my story times, make sure you do drop a like on them down below, because it's been a while since I actually have posted a story time. So with that said, meaning there has been, I should say, more events that have happened or more stories I do have to tell. But if you guys do want to see those or hear me tell those stories, let me know down in the comment section below and by dropping a like on the video, because it is very much appreciated. But with that said, in the last video I gave you guys the option to choose my video, which one you guys wanted to see, either the worst ass whooping of my life or the one where I almost set a kid on fire. And it's pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. But with that said, without further ado, let's get straight into the story. Well, once upon a time, way back when I was little, I should say, met a kid in my neighborhood. His name was, we're gonna call him Joseph. So Joseph moved to my neighborhood not too long ago after me starting 3rd grade. And yes, this happened when I was in 3rd grade. I am a bad child, or was a bad child, I should say. But anyway, continuing on, when I was in 3rd grade, Joseph was in my class, and when Joseph first joined my class, I knew I had to become best friends with him. I had no clue why, but it just seemed like Joseph was the type of kid. Have you guys ever seen that one person in your life or in your class, you know you have to be friends with them, you don't know why, but you just know you have to be friends with them for some reason, or maybe you're just a nice person, maybe it was that, I don't know. But anyway, continuing on. So what happened was I met Joseph, I became best friends with him, and we did all these types of fun stuff. Our parents took us to the movies, that kind of crap. You know, it was pretty fun. You know, we went to the movies, you know, but anyway, being my best friend, that's basically what my goal was. And so what happened was he ended up becoming my best friend. You know, a few months passed, we become best friends, we're over here bullying people in school, taking kids' lunch money and stuff like that. You know, we pimping, big pimping out here, you know. No one's touching us. We are the unstoppable crew. You know, we get all the bitches, you know, the bad ones in 3rd grade, you know, the ones who are just developing boobs, you know, those type of girls. Anyway, with that said, one night Joseph asks me to sleep over his house, and, you know, I sleep over his house, you know, and then he asks me to go to school with him the next day. I say, okay, and, you know, Joseph had an older brother, which I'm sorry if I failed to mention that at the beginning of the story, but during the sleepover, Joseph's older brother came inside the room while we were sleeping, and, you know, he tried, I should say, and what Joseph's older brother decided to do was sneak inside the room while we were sleeping. Yeah, I know what you guys are thinking. Stop dirty thoughts already. Comment section, don't start. Comment section, what'd I say? I said don't start, right? Don't start. Anyway, so Joseph had an older brother, and what his older brother decided to do was sneak inside the room while we were sleeping with a nice warm bowl of water. And if for all of you guys who don't know this trick, and what you do is you get a bowl of water and then you fill it up, put it in a microwave, and then what you do is you dip someone's hand inside of it. And if you guys don't know what it does, is it makes you piss yourself while you're sleeping. I am not shitting you. This trick has happened to me multiple times, and I have done it to people multiple times. This trick is not a joke, people. I am telling you, you will piss your pants. So hide your bowls, hide your water. But with that said, anyway, so his brother decided to sneak inside the room while we were sleeping, put our hands inside the water, and then Lord knows we pissed our pants. Yes, that's what happened. Unfortunately, 3rd grade, me pissing my pants, that's a thing. Anyway, but with that said, woken up, drawers pissed, covered in piss, the normal. Anyway, so I had to wake up, go to the bus stop with my drawers covered in piss. So then once I did do that, we hopped on the bus. Me and Joseph are having a nice conversation. I'm like, yo, how come you had your brother do that? And he's like, oh, my brother does that when I have friends sleep over. And I'm like, nigga, you couldn't tell me that before you had me sleep over your house? But anyway, we get to school. Once we do get to school, I'm in the cafeteria, getting breakfast, and Lord knows my boxers are still covered in piss. So next thing I do is I go to the office, ask the nurse to call my mom so she can bring me a fresh pair of, underwear after I explain the whole entire story, when you're in 3rd grade, you're trying to explain something like that is embarrassing as all living shit. For me, I was a gangster. I had too much pride. I was like, my pride is too damn high for me to embarrass myself and tell somebody what happened. So, I ended up telling. I couldn't hold it all in. I was just like, god damn, I should just tell the truth. Fuck it. But anyway, once I told the truth, nurse laughed. I'm not gonna shit you guys. She laughed at me. She completely laughed. I was like, god damn it. And that's just one more person. And the nurse was bad too. She was a bad nurse. She was cute. Spring break titties and everything. She was the nurse that every dude wanted to have in their school. I am not shitting you. But with that said, she laughed, called my mom. Mom shows up. I have to explain the story to my mom. And we all know explaining stories to your mom is just, and they don't understand it. It's just goddamn. It's just a buttfuck load of confusion. But with that said, once I explained the story to my mom didn't laugh actually. My mom was like kinda mad, kinda not mad, but she kinda like did a type of thing. It was kind of funny to her, kind of not. Only because she was mad because she had to take time out of her day to come from work down to my school and then give me underwear. So I'm pretty sure what she probably had to do was go from work to the house to my school. And if you guys don't know, black moms don't like having to leave their job just to go home and then come to your school. That shit is annoying to them. I want you all to know that. But anyway, with that said, once my mom gave me new boxers or whatever, she went home, went back to work, did whatever she did. I have no clue. I think she went back to work. I'm pretty sure she took the day off, but my mom probably wanted to relax. Even though, with that said, once my mom did give me my new boxers or whatever, went back into the cafeteria, saw Joseph and was like, what's up, homie? What you doing? And then he came out the cut and was like, just chilling. And then, we went up to our class that we did have. I forgot the teacher's name. She was some old, wrinkly teacher. And what I'm going to tell you guys is something I want you all to know. When I say old and wrinkly, I mean it was so bad. Old and wrinkly. And it was just like, she probably looked like, what's that thing's name from Lord of the Rings? That thing that's like precious. I can't think of the thing's name right now. But when I say she looked like that, god damn, I am telling you, she looked like that. But anyway, with that said, and she was a smoker. I should add that too. She was a smoker. So we all know people who smoke cigarettes just, I don't know. To me personally, I just don't find them attractive. And old people, especially who smoke cigarettes, I'm like, why? You're just damaging your lungs. Don't do that. You're just increasing your chances of getting lung cancer. Why do that to yourself? But anyway, so, we went up to class or whatever. We saw her, we had class, and then recess comes along, after, I think that's like 10 o'clock-ish or something like that. I don't remember what time kids have fucking recess. I don't remember that. But anyway, go out to recess or whatever, and little long nose, we see our teacher smoking a cigarette. And we run up to her and we're like, no, don't smoke cigarettes, that's bad for you. why are you smoking cigarettes? Don't do that. Please don't. We're like pleading, crying our eyes out. You know how all third graders have those puppy eyes. We're doing that type shit. We're just like, please, no, don't do that. Don't do that, please. And, you know, we're over here begging her not to smoke, this and that. And unfortunately, she continues to do it. So what Joseph decided to do was take her lighter. And somehow he got her lighter. I have no clue. But he got her lighter. So later on, fast forward until, you know, last few minutes of the day. I see Joseph. I'm like, what's up, bro? Can I sleep over your house again? He says, sure, why not? So therefore, Joseph lets me sleep over his house. We fast forward until we get to his house. Once we get to his house, it's like, you know, 9 o'clock maybe. And Joseph whips out the lighter that he stole from the teacher and is like, look what I stole. And we're gonna call the teacher Miss Janet. And so he goes, look what I stole from Miss Janet at recess. And little long knows it's the lighter. And I will never forget this lighter. It is a black lighter with a purple pickle on it. And I was just like so amazed because I was like, how'd you get that? I want that. And I waited until Joseph went to sleep to actually get the lighter. I'm not gonna shit you guys. I stole the lighter from Joseph while he was sleeping. Yes, you guys can go tell him now and tell him this is where that lighter went. I have it. It's in my pocket. But anyway, with that said, I took the lighter from him when he was sleeping, and let's just say I had a little experience. I was lighting stuff on fire in his bathroom, and it was pretty cool because no one smelled anything burning because his bathroom was downstairs. Everyone else slept upstairs. And, you know, keep in mind, it's only Joseph, his mom, and his sister, and his brother. But anyway, you know, went into his bathroom, started lighting stuff on fire, and just enjoying myself. Oh, you know, just little on me, lighting shit up in his bathroom. But it's okay, guys. I want you all to know that I was lighting stuff on fire in the sink. You know, the best place, in the sink, just so I could turn the water on if anything happened, and then, you know, the whole house doesn't go down, and, you know, people don't have to live on the streets, and shit doesn't get bad, and people have to move all the way to East Bumblefuck and get ass raped and whatnot. You know, just so none of that happens, you know, just making sure none of that happens, looking out for my peoples. That's why it's in the sink. But anyway, so I decided to think it was a great idea to light toilet paper on fire. And, you know, if anyone who has never lit toilet paper on fire, it's very, very flammable, easy to catch on fire. You know, it's very thin. You know, one light under it, instantly up in flames. But anyway, so I thought it was a great idea to take the toilet paper that I had lit on fire into Joseph's room to show him. And yeah, comment section, stop judging me. Stop. No, I can see it coming now. There's gonna be that one dude in the comment section who's gonna be like, you're not supposed to be lighting toilet paper on fire. It's not a good idea. But to that person, I say, fuck you, sir. Fuck you. So once I do bring the lit toilet paper into Joseph's room, I wake him up and I'm, let alone know, having a roll of toilet tissue in my hand, burning, and, you know, very flammable. So, you know, I show him it, and, you know, he wakes up and slaps it out of my hand, and, yeah, it kind of lands on his bed. So next you know, his blankets were on fire, and he was kind of under the blankets, and, you know, may or may not have caught in like half of his room on fire. But listen. Before you guys go into the comment section below and say I fucked up here, he should never slapped it out of my hand. If he didn't slap it out of my hand, his blanket would never caught on fire. Hey, I know you guys are in the comment section trying to judge me, but listen. If he didn't slap it out of my hand, it wouldn't have gone down that way. It just wouldn't have. It would have been okay. I would have showed him the cool toilet paper on fire, and it would have been all cool. We would have woken up the next day, went to school, and had a lovely conversation about how I almost set his house on fire. But with that said, his blankets were burning, and so it was only me and him in the room. But what we decided to do was run downstairs and to the kitchen and get a nice big pot of water and rush it straight up the stairs and, you know, pour it on the fire just to put the fire out. And, you know, little long knows that kind of worked out, but didn't work out in our favor because we kind of got water all over the floor in the kitchen, you know. But I mean, at that point, fuck water. Water can be, you know, wiped up. You know, his burning blanket can't be. But anyway, so we get back upstairs and, you know, his like bed is like halfway caught on fire at this point. We're just like, oh shit. So, you know, what we decided to do was dump the water on top of it, and, you know, the fire goes up and flames, crazy big flames, and then goes down. And then, you know, halfway point when I see the big flames, I'm just like, oh shit, this is bad. And I decide to run. I just run out the house, run home, and I just run. I go and knock on the door. No one opens it. I climb through a window, and I'm just like, fuck this shit. I was never there. I don't want anyone to know I was there. Anyone to ask I was home. My mom didn't even know I was sleeping over at his house. But it was just like, fuck this shit. I'm done. And, you know, keep in mind, it's like 11 o'clock at this time. You know, my mom probably thought I was just, you know, next door at my neighbor's house or something like that. You know, keep in mind, I live like 2 blocks from, you know, Joseph. So, you know, I had to dip 2 blocks home after putting that fire out. Next day I see Joseph in school. He's like, what's up, man? I'm like, what's up? And then he goes, yeah, how come you left last night? The fire, you know, went out. And I was just like, really? It did? I thought your house was burning down. And he's like, no, you know, it was okay. I was just like, oh, that's good. But, you know, that's the story of how I almost set somebody on fire, you know, and almost burnt down their mom and sister and brother while they were asleep. Hopefully, you know, Joseph is not listening to this video. But if he is, Joseph, I'm sorry. My apologies. I shouldn't have dipped after, you know, seeing that big flame. I should have stayed, but I didn't. I'm sorry. But anyway, with that said, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's story time. If you guys do want to see another story time, let me know down in the comment section down below, and leave a like on the video because it is very much appreciated, letting me know if you guys do enjoy these videos or if you guys do not enjoy these videos. Because if you guys do enjoy these videos, I would be happy, more than glad to put more of these out for you guys. So just let me know down in the comment section below and by leaving a like on the video. But with that said, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. It's been your boy Paris, aka goldsniper9. I'm out, guys. Peace.